Welcome to another day with Jesus, a 7-minute inspirational and encouraging daily podcast by Pastor Priji. As you listen to today's teaching, may it help you grow closer to Jesus.
Good morning and greetings to you in Jesus' precious name. Thank you for tuning in. Today the Lord wants to reach out to you and He wants to restore your heart. He wants to restore your mind. He wants to restore your trust in Him. If this is a season when you've been losing out on hope or you've been losing out on your ability to pursue Him, then the Lord wants to bridge that gap. See, in most cases, it is what is on the inside of us that begins to manifest outside. Like if you have trust and faith inside you, then the environment around you will begin to manifest the trust, the faith, the things that you believe God for. And in certain situations, in some times, some places, some seasons of life, when we are too weak, when we are too low, the Lord releases a supernatural breakthrough or a supernatural miracle around us that will do the opposite. That will propel the faith on the inside of you. That will re-strengthen you. That will refuel you. That will renew you on the inside as well. One such example is the way that Jesus rose Lazarus from the dead after 4 days. And Jesus had a close friend in that city by the name Mary, who would sit at the feet of Jesus every single time. But in this particular visit, when Jesus came to the city of Bethany, the Bible says this lady, Mary, who was a firm lover of Jesus, she didn't go out to meet Him because her faith was shattered, her trust in God was shattered, her expectations from God had not been met, and Jesus didn't show up when her brother was sick. So she was completely broken at this point. And the Bible says that Jesus rose Lazarus from the dead after 4 days. Now, I'm sure the primary purpose of this particular miracle was to strengthen Mary's faith. It was, of course, for the glory of God. And then it was to strengthen the faith and the trust that Mary had in Jesus. My hope today is that whatever situation in life you're going through, whatever you're facing, whoever is surrounding you, may the Lord do a supernatural breakthrough and miracle in your life that will cause your faith to be resurrected, that will cause your trust in Him to be re-strengthened. But that's not the end of the story. The Bible says in John chapter 11 and verse 45, it says, many of the people who were with Mary, they also believed in Jesus when they saw this happen. Isn't that beautiful? There were people who had come to participate in Mary's sadness, to mourn with her, to cry with her, to even comfort her, to be there for her in that moment of grief and sorrow. Now these were the people who saw Jesus raising Lazarus from the dead. The Bible says they were with Mary. Now today, because of their proximity with Mary, now Mary's faith got re-strengthened, right? Because of their proximity to a person whose faith got rekindled, their faith and trust in God got kindled for the very first time. It says they began to believe in Jesus because they were with Mary and because they saw what happened for Mary, to Mary, and with Mary. So today, my hope is that your circumstances, when the Lord does a miracle for you, it'll not just be for your blessing, my friend. It'll not just be to strengthen your faith. It'll not just be to revive you and to bring you out of the muck that you're stuck in, that muck of disbelief and doubt and self-questioning and self-pity that you're stuck in. It'll also be for a sign and a wonder to the people that are with you right now. I'm sure that when you're in sadness, you would automatically attract people that are sad. When you're in depression, you will attract people that are depressed. When you're in sickness, you'll automatically attract people that are sick. And today, your miracle is now going to testify for you, and it is going to work for the people that have been attracted to you during that season of that weakness. Never think that anything that happens in your life is by accident. See, if Jesus would have healed Lazarus when he was still sick, it would only be for Mary and for Martha. But now it happened to be a blessing to so many others who came to participate in Mary's sadness, who were drawn to Mary because of her brokenness. Now, although the place that she was in was definitely not God's will for her, that's definitely not God's plan for her, and yet God chose to use that low point of her life to now become a platform, to become an amplifying voice to so many other people who will now begin to trust in Jesus because of what happened to Mary. Will you trust the Lord to do that for you today? Will you yield your heart and your mind and your circumstances and those impossible areas of your life to the Lord and allow Him to move in your life with such grace, such power, that your story will now become a testimony to the people that are surrounding you? May that be said in your family. May that be so in your church. May that be so in your city and your nation. May every person that is surrounding you see a light. Let them see joy like never before. Let them experience peace that surpasses all understanding, that will grip and guard their hearts and their minds. Let them see breakthroughs and victories and answers even in their own lives. Today is a day when the Lord is re-strengthening your faith. He is renewing your perspective. He is reviving your ability to go after Him. So don't take this lightly. Don't take it for granted. The Lord is doing a new thing. Let's yield ourselves to Him.
We hope you are encouraged by today's podcast. You can connect with us at pastorpriji.com for any queries or to receive help in any specific area. May your day be filled with Jesus today.